Hello, hello, hello. How are you? It is your baby boomer Kitty Lane from the Peninsula in Virginia, back with another Create and Relate. Let's see if I can get this turned down for you. There we go. I think I did it right today. And I'm sorry for all the things that you're seeing. I have me set up on the bed this morning. Okay. I just talked to you guys. BB! How are you? Baby, I'm just getting here myself. I didn't realize I set it for 8:15. I thought I had set it for 8:30. And I called myself gonna sneak in here early. See what age does to you. But how are you this morning, my love? And what are you sipping on this early in the morning? I can tell you right now, I have nothing. I have not been up to the kitchen yet. So I don't have coffee. I don't have juice. I don't have water. I got some crocheting done though. It's okay. It's okay. Replay is just as good. I'm glad you caught me this morning. I really, really am. And what are you working on today? Ah, you said your first cup of coffee. Isn't that the best though? That first one in the morning. Nothing else. I mean, it's coffee's always good. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. Coffee is always good, but it's something about that first cup in the morning. There's just nothing else like it. I am working on my carpenter's wheel today. Last night, oh, it's holding the phone up. I can't get to that. Last night I was working on the one stitch, one blanket, and I got a right decent amount of that done. Before that, what was I working on before that? I forgot what I was working on before that. Oh, my March blanket. Nope. I was working on the February blanket before that because I got that all packed away. And then I was working on the March blanket before that. So I have been making progress. All I wanted to tell y'all this morning, y'all, I am so disappointed in myself. I really am. I tell y'all all the time, your girl has been busy. Your girl has been crocheting, and I have, but not to my capacity. I am falling way short. I am. So, what I'm thinking about doing is giving us a break, even though I have the squares all picked out, giving us a break for April with the 7-inch square challenge and just use that time to tidy up other things that I have. I'm trying to finish the scarf, but I have to keep stopping because I had the adulting stuff. That right there. Yes, the adulting stuff. And you know what's sad about it is the time that I really have to devote to crocheting is between 8 o'clock at night and 8 o'clock in the morning. My adulting starts around that time. So I think that's another reason I don't get a lot of sleep. But I have to find a way to restructure my schedule or something. I finally got to a point where I wasn't going to sleep as much. So yesterday I got a decent amount, but I didn't sleep all day. So the allergy thing is getting better. There's so much I want to make for me, and I keep putting things on the back burner. I want to make myself several pillows. I'm sorry. Um, I want to make myself a crocheting pillow. I definitely want to do that. I don't want to buy it. I want to make one. I want to make the arm pillow. Now I have one, and what I considered was restuffing and covering it. Um, the only problem with that is, excuse me, when it comes time to wash it, I don't want to have a hard time taking the cover off to throw it in the wash. But I wanted to, if I recover the one I have, then I want to make a few covers for it, of course. And then every time I wash my linen, I can throw that in with it. So aside from finishing the scarf and adulting, what else do you have on your agenda for the day, BB? If I were to tell you all how long I've been up, so far today I have done, I don't know if you can see that number or not, but I click it for every 100. So I've done 4,600 stitches so far this morning. And my goal every day is 10,000 stitches. My unattainable, unobtainable goal is 10,000 stitches. I mean, today I could probably hit it if the adulting stuff doesn't hit too hard and heavy. I want to show y'all something that I'm working on for my grandkids. I think I have it. I thought I had it close. Here it is. See if I can get it out without messing things up. I call myself putting it close so that I wouldn't have to. Okay, we're still here. So, ta-da! Sandwich bags. I know they don't look impressive, but my grandbabies, and I've talked about it for a while, but it's actually coming into fruition today. My grandbabies start getting their paychecks today. And we're going to consider the month of March the training month. So they're going to actually make their $200 a week. And what they have out of that, each one has 4 bags. a part of their check they will not see. I want to prepare them for the world. I want them to understand when they get their first job, that their first paycheck that they get is not going to look the same in the top figure as it does the bottom figure. So there's this thing called tax that they take out right off the top. And I'm sorry, what I plan to do is 20% tax comes off the top. Now, to show you what we've done, we have the bank. Of course, it's not real money. We have construction paper. We have increments as small as $1 and as large as $1,000. And the reason I did that is because once they reach $1,000 in their savings, either their mom or myself will replace that with a $10 bill. So their bags look like this. Got it backwards. Wait a minute. I'm all screwed up here. Okay, so once this is their pay bag. The money that they make after taxes is going into this bag. Right next to that is going to be bills. And what I'm going to do is tape a piece of paper on the inside of this, and it's going to break it down. Rent, utilities, groceries, household. Because you're talking about some babies that can go through hand soap. Yeah. Even though this is not real money, I want them to understand where it's going and the fact that these things all have a price tag on them, and this is where the adults' monies go. So they got the little pouch for their bills, and what they're going to do is come to the bank, get change for their big bill because they're each going to get a $100 bill, a $50 bill, and a $10 bill. So they'll get their $160 in their pay bag, and then they have to pay bills out of that. So they have to come to the bank and get change and put the proper amount in their pay bag. And then I'm demanding that each one of them put, at least $10 aside for savings. And then we have this special bag. The special bag is for when they see toys or something that they want, then they have to start putting money aside, or their monies aside for that. And once they accumulate the proper amount, then their mom and I will make the decision as to whether or not we're going to go over and get it or put that money into savings. I've done this for Pete, the baby boy, and I've also done it for Uncle, the baby girl. So once they disperse their monies like they're supposed to, I will go through. I mean, they can put it all in together. I think all together it comes to $100. I think it was $110, if I'm not mistaken. It's either $110 or $120. It's $110, and with the savings, it's $120. But they're $50 for rent. They're $25 for utilities. They're $25 towards groceries. And they're $10 towards household items. So once they put the money in their bill pouch, I will go through and separate it so that they can see your landlord gets this. The utility companies get this. This is what goes over to the grocery store, or what we spend over at the grocery store. And this is the laundry detergent, hand washing soap, I'm sorry, shampoo, aluminum foil, paper towels, all that good stuff. So I've done the same for both of them. I specifically went out and got that bag of that box of Ziploc bags for that purpose. Y'all want to know something funny? If I get up and go get some water, I can stop yawning so much. I'm weird like that. Yes, I am super weird like that. Wait a minute, I did those two squares fast. I'm sitting here looking for the other yellow part to do, and it's already done. So, guys, hmm, I put in my first in store pre order for yarn yesterday at Walmart. I know that the big blanket that I'm working on for the big prize is going to take a lot of teal. I went through and wiped their shelf out earlier this week, and the lady told me it won't be until the 13th that it's back in, and they're getting six in. I'm like, well, you need to get some more because I'm taking all six of those. So she said that she would do that for me, and she did all the little stuff she had to do, and said that it was special. Oh, I'm sorry, pre-ordered by a customer. I am so sorry, y'all. I am so sorry. I kind of want my tea, but I know that that's going to put me to sleep. Y'all, I am guarding this tea with my life. I won't even open the box. I guess I have to. I'll open that with you all. Yeah, I'll open up the box. But y'all, this tea right here is life, and I'm so hurt that they're not selling it anymore. Yeah, I am absolutely crushed that they're not selling it anymore. It comes in these aluminum bags, and there are 15 in the bag. Okay. They call them pyramids. They're like little organza bags. They're pyramids. And it smells so good. It smells so good. Can you all tell me one good use of a tea bag other than making tea? And there's two of them that I have used them for, and they're both really good. They work. I don't know how and why, but they do. But one is if you have a tooth pulled or tooth extraction, they're really good in controlling the bleeding and keeping you from getting what they call dry socket. Oh, they are so good for that. They are also good for the immediate onset of acute but severe pain. Lots of times I'll use the Lipton tea bags. I don't want to use, I'm holding on to these for dear life, guys. I don't want to use those for the headaches. I'll take a Lipton tea bag and put it right back here on my neck with an ice pack and just lay that up there and let my. I don't. I wonder if it's the caffeine. Hmm. Yeah, it's good for headaches. I've been told it was good for arthritis. I think my arthritis is too far gone for it to work. I've tried it, but I wasn't told about that until like last year. And by that time, I was already a candidate for knee replacement surgery. So I figured that's not going to work. I'd have to use a lot. I have, however, used it on my hands, on the joints of my hand. I'll just take one and ball it up in my hand, or use one of my wrists, one of my fingerless gloves to kind of hold it in there. Yeah, tea is amazing. Tea is absolutely amazing. It is. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Eyes. I have used it for my eyes, puffy eyes. Um, Now I've chewed on tea leaves for an upset stomach. I think I think that's it. Yeah, yeah. I've heard it's good for dark circles under your eyes. Yeah, I think that's it. The eyes, the hands, the teeth, and the headaches. That's all I've used it for. Like I said, I've heard that it's really good for arthritis. Um, I've heard a lot about tea and the healing qualities of tea. I have yet to try them all, but I'm sure I will. As much as I love tea and coffee, I am pretty sure I will. I have to go to Michael's today. Excuse me. The thing of it is, I have an online coupon for 40% off, but they say the yarn that I need is out of stock. But they've done that before and it's been there. I don't know. I don't know. Oh my goodness. So, what is everybody's plan for the weekend? What are we doing for the weekend? What are we doing for the weekend? For the weekend. I can tell you what I'm going to be doing: crocheting. I am definitely going to be crocheting. I am almost at the point, guys, of starting to put this together. I have my red and blue squares left to do. I've got four more of this color and then the 16 red and blue. I am pushing these out now. My oldest son's birthday. So, oh, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, oldest son. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. I made everybody in the house sick of me on my birthday. I found a neat little happy birthday song and I walked around singing that all day long. It's gonna be a happy birthday. I'm gonna sing it to your son. to you. Happy birthday to you. Close your eyes and make a wish. Think about it and blow out your candles. Close your eyes and make a wish. Think about it and blow out your candles. Happy birthday to you. I'm singing happy birthday to you. I walked around all day long singing that song. I thought it was so neat and catchy. I really did. I keep looking over here, guys, because where I saw it, and I'm still thinking I might, because every time I touch it, it feels like more than I think it is. This is all I have left of the yellow. You will have to show him the video. Yeah, I keep thinking I have more yellow than this, but when I touch it, it feels like more than it looks like. So I'm gonna trust the feel. I'm gonna trust the feel. But then again, I only need it for four more, so I know I have enough for four more. But I always like to have extra in case something happens, because sometimes in transporting the make from one thing to another, you end up losing. That's another thing I don't like about the squares. You know, I used to crochet a long string, make a little ball on the end with the crochet, and then double chain up a long string and use that to keep my squares on. But being that these are, I'm sorry, being that these are the corner to corner squares, I don't want to like run a hole in the middle and have that all the way through. I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. If I keep going the way I'm going, I can start putting this together today. Yes. And then the only two blankets that I have to work on for this month will be the Stitch Your Hood blanket and the one stitch blanket. So that is what I will be working on today. That is what I will be doing today and tomorrow and Sunday. There was something else I wanted to ask you all. Man, the mind is bad. That's the early morning no coffee, man. Oh my goodness. Y'all, when I did get up this morning, oh, no, 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 no. Corner to corner. I got up looking at cheaters. They're doing the 24-hour cheaters on YouTube. And there are a couple of them. I just had to stop and move to the next one because they were really making me mad. I'm like, why? I'm not even in a situationship. Why am I getting mad with these people on TV? Oh boy. Mm. Stay in that hook. Okay. Dos, tres. Slip it up. Secure it. And chain three. Another thing that I'm thinking about, guys, is I really want to do another carpenter wheel blanket, but I want to make it I want to make it the main piece, showpiece. That's not the word I'm looking for. Focus. I want to make it the focus for whatever month I decide to do it. I want to do a corner to corner. Um, I want to do another carpenter wheel, but I also want to do a whole corner to corner blanket. And what my thing is this year, guys, is rekindling that love that I have for certain stitches. One being the granny squares, because I've been so over the granny squares for so long because of the fact that I don't like weaving in the ends. But if I can do if I can do these and just have these two little ends, I should be good. I should be good. I don't even have the end with the color change because I'm using the tie method. I do apologize for popping in late. I can tell you that we are at 523 subscribers and 2,090.7 viewing hours. So that's the part that gets you the most, the weaving it in. But that's where we are in our standings. So far, my mood is very elevated. I will find out more when I actually do get up. I don't consider getting up, going to the bathroom, really getting up. You know that's something that I have to do anyway. So the only time I'll really come on factor that in is when it's a really big deal or something. I just don't include that in my, my time or my steps because it's something natural that we have to do. And thank you, BB. I appreciate you. I did find out who, and now I can't think of the channel name. Um, Something for boobies. Her name is Robin. I researched that. I did. I researched that hard. Because I was like, I am not forgetting her name again. I am not forgetting her name again. But her name is Robin. And if I'm not mistaken, excuse me, she sings, yeah, that's my body crying for water. I'm going to get this up to my 9 right quick. And then we're going to call it a morning so we can all get back to what we have to do. Because I'm getting ready to turn around in front of this TV and probably turn on Supernatural and let it go. I have 2 tutorials to do and put out today. Of course, that's going to be a little later. I can tell y'all this. I'm getting a tripod finally. And guys, okay, so here, check this out. So Juan got this wonderful package on Amazon. It was the 62. I think the name of it is inseam in it's in something. I can't think of the name of it, but it's 62 balls of yarn, and his plan is to crochet them up into squares as much as he can, and then he's going to use a different base color and put them all together. Well, I fit, and he got the package on sale for like 20 something dollars. The black case is $34.99, and the purple case is $35.99. Sounds good, right? I mean, yeah, the 20 something would be better, but we knew that wasn't going to last. So, my plans, I plan to get the 100 pack. This is 100 balls of yarn. None of the colors are the same. And I want to crochet those squares up and make a pretty substantial size blanket. I think Juan said he got 4 rounds out of each one of his balls. So I'm going to see if, I can get at least 4 rounds out of mine. But I just have to pick a color to put all these colors together. I don't know if I want to go dark or if I want to make it light. Excuse me. Because I was thinking about 3 different shades of purple. I was thinking about like a light or a lilac to put them all together, or or okay, the light to put them all together, like the lilac, or and the lavender and the purple for the border. But I don't want to insert too much purple. So the other option is like white, purple, and the eggplant or the real deep purple. Here again, I don't want to put too many colors in it. But I think that would be so pretty. I think that would be so pretty. Yeah, I think that would be pretty. I don't know. I'm looking at my yellow. I don't know where I have developed this love for yellow here lately, but I'm looking at the yellow and I'm like, that would be pretty good. We'll figure that out when we get to that bridge. How about that? Maybe I'll put a poll out. Maybe I'll pick out maybe 4 or 5 colors and put a poll out and see what everybody says. I don't know. But here I am again. And I've already ordered it, so I can't send it back. I cannot send it back. I'm not canceling the order, and I'm not sending it back. But you get 100 little balls, I think, for like $43, if I'm not mistaken. So it's not that big of a hike to get 38 more balls of yarn. Yeah. Like I said, I just have to figure out what my connecting color is going to be. Excuse me. And then I was thinking, whatever the connecting color is, I could just make it the border color for each one of the squares and use the join as you go method to put that together. That might work. None of the colors are supposed to duplicate. And it was funny because my grandson just asked me recently, um, about the colors and how I chose to put them together. I told him sometimes it's as simple as me laying down and just seeing bursts of colors. you know, I don't know. It's like whatever tickles my fancy. And then when I look over at my yarn wall, sometimes I'll see something that inspires me. Like we did a Taco Tuesday challenge not too long ago where um, you had to use two colors that didn't typically go together and make a project. And the colors that I chose were like a dusty brown and a very saturated pink. Dunkin' Donuts just doesn't do good for me. I don't like their donuts. I don't like their coffee. I don't like their breakfast. No, me and Dunkin' Donuts just don't have that kind of relationship. We really don't. But in that, I had always said that I wouldn't put blue and black together. And this morning I was looking on Michael's site because my daughter's blanket was ripped recently and I wanted to replace it. And she was like, "No, Mom, it wasn't the blanket. It was the comforter." Well, the comforter is gray and white. And I know she only wanted the comforter because it was big and heavy. So I'm thinking about getting some more chenille yarn and making my baby girl a shoe. Oh my goodness. Sometimes these corners are so hard to get into. One, two, three, four, five. One, two, three. Hello, Nancy. How are you? Welcome in. I'm trying to build this up to my ninth row. That'll be my last increase row, and then I go down to a decrease. I'm working on six now. I think I might run out of the yellow on this one before I do that. I don't know if you all know, but I finally got me a prim hook. I think that's the other reason. I don't know. I got my prim from Walmart, so I might scoot over there today and see what other sizes they have. I got my favorite size when I went and got that one, which is the 6.0 J. So I might scoot over there today and see if they have a 5.5 at least, and maybe a 6.5. Those are the three that I work with the most. Those three. Put that one in the wrong place. Here we go. I get excited when I'm doing the corner to corner and I'm just going on and on, all the double crochets, and I will allow myself to get tangled up on the corner. And then when I'm doing it, I'm like, that 6 millimeter hook is life. It is definitely life. I used to be a 5.0 girl, and I started I forgot who the creator is, but I started following her channel on YouTube, and she was real easy to crochet with. She has a lot of great patterns. Oh my goodness, I wish I could remember her name. But I wasn't really following her patterns. I was just crocheting with her. But she was always doing everything with the 6.0. And then, in listening to Juan, that's what he uses, and several others use it. And talking to Marcia, she always gets me to try to go with the 6.5. And in several projects I have, and it has helped me to complete those a little faster, but it's comparatively speaking, like it's like my chai tea. The K is like chai tea to me. Now I love chai tea, but that tea I showed you earlier, that's my jam. That's my jam. That's the need. That's the needle. That's the hook. That is definitely the hook. One, two, three, four, five. Okay, getting close, guys. About to start on row 8. Last night we had chicken fingers from Raising Cane, and my daughter usually gets me the 3-piece strips. So last night she bought me 5. I think she must have gotten a large packet because it was like 5.5 in there. And she knows that I don't eat a lot at one time. So it was like I ate 2 of them. And then I went to sleep. And when I woke up, I ate 2 more. So that might be my breakfast this morning. I hope y'all saw the video of the unboxing. I finally got some lighted hooks. It was something I had always wanted for a very long time. Somehow or other, I got twisted up into doing an outer pull here. But being that I'm on the next to last row, I don't want to change it. And it is that big twist ball, so we know that I'm prone to have babies if I go to the center pool. Please watch it. I got so much deliciousness. Hello, sis. How are you? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I am about to do my last row, and that's just about good because this leg is really starting to bother me sitting on it. That's why I'm rocking and moving so much. Good morning, Vivian. How are you? Since I've been up, I have been up. It was very dark outside when I got up. When I got in the shower this morning, I just let the water run for a while. I just sat there. Excuse me. What are you ladies sipping on this morning, and what are you working on? I know it's kind of early, but like I said, I've been at it. I have to go back and figure out how much I've done since I've been up here because I can't count and talk. That's like chewing gum and walking. I can pat my head and rub my stomach. And since it was 3:30 your time, about 3:30, I got up at 4:28. Bless your heart. Well, Vivian, I'm about to feel like I'm just getting up because when I finish this, and I am 4, 5, 6, 7, 2 blocks from finishing, I am going to make my coffee. I am so sorry I woke you up again, sis. My alarm is set for 6 at 6 o'clock. I was still sitting in the shower. Yep, I was still sitting in the shower. Yeah, we're gonna have to do something different. I can't do all this twisting and it's making me dizzy. Real quick, guys, I don't know if you all know it or not, but if you have a problem with your tension, check your needle placement in your hand. I tend to crochet tight because I choke the hook. So I'm learning, especially with these Susan Bates, to slide my hand back, and it loosens up that tension a lot. So what I've done on a couple of my hooks is created or put a piece of tape right at my sweet spot. Okay. Yeah, I put a piece of tape right at that sweet spot so that I'll know where to put my hand. And as I'm working, if I go up too far, then I know to pull it back. So I did my 9. I am, I'm sorry, guys. I am going to make my coffee. Yeah, I'm going to make my coffee and get me some water. And then I'm going to be crocheting. Um, I think this finally did speak to me, and I think it is going to be a hat and a cow. I looked at it and it is 407 yards. So, yeah, that's going to be a head count. So when we reach that 1,000, they're going to be a lot of gifts. But I love you guys, each and every one of you. I thank you for hanging out with me this morning. I do. And as always, please remember to love yourselves because self love is the greatest love of all. And you can't love others the way they deserve to be loved unless you first love yourself the way you deserve to be loved. Remember, Kitty Lane told you. Remember, Kitty Lane loves you. So until we see each other again on these YouTube streets, peace out, everybody. I love you.